All right, thank you, iggyzig. Hello, AGDQ 2021. Welcome to the PlayStation block. I'll be starting us off here. My name is Zic, joined by my good friend and commentator Nas. Would you like to say hi?
Yo, yo. Hello.
All right. This game finds a way to show me something new every time I play it. So we're all in this experience together. Let's get it started here. Spyro, You're the Dragon in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so as I said, this is Spyro Reignited Trilogy. This is a remake of the original Spyro the Dragon games from the PlayStation 1. Quick lore following Spyro 2. The sorceress has stolen the eggs from the Dragon Worlds. We have to go get them back. It's as simple as that. We're gonna have to get 100 eggs to complete this run. So we're gonna be getting the quickest 100 eggs that we can find in the worlds here.
We should probably also mention as well that this is an homage to the original category's 100 egg, well, the original game's 100 egg category, purely because they have a split, which is the 3 any percent split, which is known as helmet proxy. We don't have anything, we can't do that in this game, which is a bit unfortunate. However, we will obviously show you the quickest ways to get through getting all these eggs in nice Reignited Trilogy fashion.
Exactly. So starting off here in Sunnyville, I'm going to be getting into a big skip here to get our good friend Miles. Nosh, do you want to kind of tell people what I'm doing here?
Yeah. Right, so Miles is at the top of this section at the side here. This wall glide is a PC exclusive. You got it, nice.
Perfect.
So it's a little PC exclusive in that basically the collision of Reignited Trilogy allows Spyro to sort of glide up and like kind of hold his upward momentum as he's kind of going up walls. There's like a certain moment within that wall glide where obviously you saw Zic do a bit of a hover. It's a bit like a, sort of like a bit of a barrier that if you don't make it, you kind of get a bit of a bonk, which you sort of don't want to get. So you want to hover over that, and then glide up there like normal. You did it nice and perfectly there.
It was
really
perfect. It's always nice to hit the first trick in the run. But yeah, so that's Sunnyville. That's our first world. Easy as that. Now, something you may notice is we are playing the game on 30 FPS. On the PC release, you can play up to unlimited FPS, but jump height in hover height is tied kind of to the frame rate. So the lower frame rate, the higher jumps you get. So because of the hover mechanic in Spyro 2 and 3, it's most optimal for us to play on 30 FPS.
Yeah, that's 100% right, Zic. In addition as well with using different frame rates, I believe as well the frame rate interacts with the collision of the game a little bit as well, purely because wall glides, I know specifically this from Spyro 1, don't know if it's similar with 2 and 3, in that wall glides actually are a little bit harder with the lower frame rate, but can get a little bit easier with the higher frame rate. So bear in mind this, Zic's playing with a little bit of challenge here as much as he's, showing off the best height with his perfect hovers here. And speaking of wall glides, he's just about to do another one right here, which is Cloud Spyro's wall glide. Did you get it? Nice, you got it. Awesome stuff. Yeah, that's actually quite a tricky wall glide to do because there's a little bit of interaction that if you kind of turn in a little bit too much to it, Spyro will do this auto hover and completely cancel the rest of the glide, which obviously you don't want to do to get to that section. You basically bypass the entire turning on of all the whirlwinds within this level and so essentially sequence break to get to Claire as quick as you can.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice strat. It's definitely different from the OG, how they kind of cheat their way over to the Sun Seeds egg through the out of bounds. We just have to, we can't do that, so we have to make do here in the Reignited Trilogy. We're gonna be doing this little quick Flame the Spirits thing to get another little egg here. Boom, there we go. Good old Jake from State Farm. We'll fly up here and we're gonna super fly over to this thief. The reason we do that is because the super fly is like max speed, so we can just catch that thief really quickly if we're super flying when we try to get him. Some of the thieves in this game are going to be really tough, and some of them are going to be absolute jokes. So
thankfully that one I'd say is your easiest one, well, like one of the easiest ones at least.
Yeah.
But then you've got this egg coming up here, which Stephanie, she's a little bit shy. She just
easy.
Well, okay. Sometimes she can take a while to get out, so Zic got a little bit lucky there. Sometimes she can take like another 3 to 4 seconds to be like, hey, I'm not gonna pop out yet. I'm not gonna pop out yet. But nah, you got it right on the ball there, Zic. Awesome stuff.
Easy. So the important thing right now is I need to be at 300 gems, like now. So Nas, do you want to kind of tell people why we need to be at 300 gems right now?
So if everyone can remember from Spyro 2, well, I would say friend. He's not so much friend as he is really foe in this game. Moneybags is in the game. He takes a return from Spyro 2, and basically he kind of is asking Spyro for all of the gems to basically allow him to free, these friends from this area of the Dragon Realm. So basically, you see Zic's got there, he's just freed Sheila, so we can now start playing the Sheila mini games. You also see us do this again with Sergeant Bird, with Bentley, not with Agent 9, so it's just with Sergeant Bird and Bentley.
Leave him to die.
Yeah. However, there are other moments as well where we will have to collect gems to obviously to get through certain parts, actual platforming parts. However, a little bit later we may see something that's a little bit different. Fingers crossed. But yeah,
By
here's
the way,
what's up?
I see chat calling out the egg names. Keep it up. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's amazing. We want to see all those egg names because they get a lot more awesome and funky later, to be honest. We've got a few favorites coming out later.
She-hop.
Yeah, she hopping good.
She-hop.
We've got like
Sheila's the first for side characters. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say we've got like a favorites, SRT speedrunning of the egg names, haven't we?
Oh,
we have
absolutely.
a few favorites.
We'll get to my favorite later.
But yeah,
Sheila's the first for side characters.
Yep.
She can jump, double jump, and then she has this super jump ability where if you jump right when you hit the ground, you get a really big bounce into the air. So we have to mitigate how often we do our double jumps and our super jumps to go fast.
Should probably also mention as well that with the unlocking of the obviously side characters and that, and obviously side mini games, getting gems and such. So you see, Zic is still collecting gems. Obviously, after getting that first 300, the next 300 you're going to be aiming for now is the side mini game of the Double Thieves in Molten Crater, which is the next level that he's about to head to.
Me and those thieves are not friends.
They haven't been friendly with a lot of folks, but we've tried to find ways to sort of, cheese them a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Here's
Make them a little bit smelly.
Liam Neeson. Can we talk about the missed opportunity that egg in the rock isn't named Dwayne?
Yeah, oh. Yeah, that's perfect name in there.
But here we are, Molten Crater. This is kind of the first instance you'll see where we have to unlock levels with egg numbers, so we needed so many eggs before we could get into this level. And strangely enough, so I had to talk to the NPC to open the level. For some reason, Sunrise Spring is the only level you have to do that for. The other levels you'll just see, they'll be unlocked once I have the egg requirement. So you'll only notice that for this hub world.
I believe as well with egg requirements for Sunrise Spring, it would have been 10 eggs for this level, 14 eggs for Seashell, and 20 eggs for Mushroom Speedway. And because basically by the end of this level, you would have, or just before you enter Mushroom Speedway, which would be our next level, you have to have 20 eggs. If you haven't got all 20 eggs, you will basically be running into a blocked door right in front of you, which I've had many times in runs. I don't know about you, Zic. I forgot Brian a few times. His mother's been calling me.
That first thief almost got away from me there. We got him. So let's see if I can get the second thief here. This one's a little trickier. Oh, I'm gonna miss him this time. We'll go back around for him.
Yeah.
Go back around. He's gonna do this. Okay. All right, we are in a dangerous situation here.
Oh no! Oh boy!
Oh no!
Oh boy!
Oh,
yeah. So this
no,
thief
fear.
This thief is very troublesome because with this supercharge, you can sort of manipulate him into running into certain positions that you can easily kind of snipe him with, but for some reason he's giving Zic a little bit of trouble. Come on, thief!
There we go. Oh my god. Me and that thief are not friends.
Poor Kermit.
Poor Kermit wanted to stay gone. I don't know what he's been going through, but he didn't want to come home.
He's been staying in the Muppet land, clearly, you know.
Okay,
right, so next up,
we move on.
Yeah. Should also mention as well, we will be coming back to Molten Crater as well, because there is a Sergeant Bird level. There is a Sergeant Bird level, which we would have to get back to, obviously, when we unlock Bird, because there's a nice quick egg that we can do without actually doing the mini-game. It's like hidden in the section, so you may as well just go in there, collect a few gems on the way as well.
Yep. So here we are in the one speedway level we're going to do, and this is pretty straightforward. So I figured during this time, it's our first time, I will let Iggy read a donation or two while we do this fast.
Phenomenal. We have a $25 donation from Loud Sneezes. It says, hey, Zic, good luck on the Spyro run, my friend. It's always great to see you, even in digital form. Stay safe and go fast. And we also have $10 from Leona Levels. They say, so excited to see our favorite Spyro runner, Zic, at AGDQ. We're here to make thumper noises in celebration. Good luck, lots of love, and grain to you, buddy. May Hunter treat you kindly, less than 3. Thank you so much.
Oh gosh, thank you, Sneeze and Leona. Appreciate it. Love all the Bugs Life references. I think it's a real tragedy that there's no egg in this game, which shares a name with a character from the movie A Bug's Life.
I feel like a dragon's name called Flick would work, wouldn't it?
Might.
Feels like it does.
Rosie would work.
Yeah.
But okay, now that we're done with the speedway, really quickly, minor sound warning. This can be kind of loud, so I'm just gonna minor sound warning.
It's not as loud as the OG3 rockets. Those have, well, if everyone remembers how OG3 rockets in Enchanted Towers were, thankfully this isn't as bad. If anyone can still hear me over these rockets.
It is like probably one of the loudest sounds in this game, though.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done.
I'll be honest as well, that minigame can be a bit of a nuisance if you do miss a few of the UFOs, because it's kind of hard to kind of get them back and around.
Yeah, if you don't know a good route for those UFOs, that is one of the most annoying eggs in the game. I hate it. All the hunter challenges in this game can be a pain.
He was a pain in Spyro 2, and he's still a pain in Spyro 3.
Oh, it's time for a swimming level. Everyone loves swimming levels, right?
I love swimming, yeah.
We're gonna be doing a neat little out-of-bounds trick in this level to get the Sheila quickly. Nox, you want to kind of talk about what we're going to do here?
Yeah, so basically, this is an example of a squeeze clip, essentially. What you're going to see Zic do is he's going to get a barrel to kind of hit Spyro, which kind of gets the game to kind of think, okay, he's been in an injured state. Whereas Spyro still get a little bit of iframes, and then when Spyro has the iframes, the collision of the barrel will intersect with the collision of the wall, pushing Spyro out through the wall. And you see there's a hidden portal like underneath the Sheila minigame, which is kind of sneaky. It's a
secret.
Yeah, a little secret that we can, sort of manipulate and abuse, I suppose, or even utilize for this speed run. So next up, you've got Jared there. So obviously that's a nice little egg on the side corner with Sheila. And then next up, you've got this lovely tower mini game, which I think you probably can get a few more donations with this, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. We got $50 from Ross Stolt. See, Spyro is my girlfriend's favorite game series, and this speedrun motivated me to donate to a good cause. Thank you so much. And we also have Pyro Hero Matt with a $50 donation. He says, speaking of dragons, let's get a game that's a drag on the schedule. Let's get that Wanda Gamelon incentive met, guys. And currently we are nearly at $38,000 for that. We're keeping that moving. Let's keep it going, guys. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you for those. Oh, I got that jump. That feels good.
You did. Oh,
amazing.
That jump's hard to get as well sometimes.
That's a tough jump.
So that's like a definite 3 to 4 seconds time save there. Awesome stuff.
And now we're gonna do everyone's favorite egg, Bluto the shark sub. Oh, he's not showing up to GDQ today. This is the bad pattern.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
So the good thing is with Bluto is he is a lot easier in Reignite Trilogy. He's not as aggressive. He can be a bit of a menace though, because he will kill on the odd occasion if you don't if you don't attack him enough. So we want to make sure to get those attacks in nice and strategically as Zic's doing there.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have enough ammo.
So,
Oh, I'm one short. Oh, no.
no! Oh, no.
What is this?
He better not heal. If he heals,
Oh,
I think you got it. You've got it. You've got it.
Bluto did not
phew.
show up to work today.
So yeah, Bluto's a bit of a he's an unnecessary time loss really, because sometimes you've got like two initial, like, I suppose RNG like coin flips. You got one where if he turns around goes straight for the boxes, which is the bad one which Zic got, and the other one which is for him to immediately chase Spyro, or to basically shoot and then chase Spyro, which if he does that, that's perfect, because what you then can do is collect enough rockets for Bluto to then turn around, get the boxes, and then literally gives you a massive open window of shooting him down to 0 health.
Yeah, but, you know, these things happen sometimes. Bluto's a very more recent addition to the run that I kind of routed into here in place of doing the Bentley Boxing 2 later in the run. Because kind of like at its best RNG, you save like 10-ish to 12 seconds. At its worst, you usually break even with Bentley Boxing,
Yeah.
so it's not that big of a deal.
It's worth to root in, basically, because Bentley Boxing 2 it can be quite long, and it can be unnecessarily long.
boring.
Yeah. But we will do a little bit of boxing later, as we'll show you. So as you also just saw Zic do there, that was Snappy Skip, which Snappy Skip kind of saves a little bit of loadless time, because what Snappy will try and do is, obviously, when you fly out, you're meant to... Snappy would basically start talking to Spyro and then will warp you immediately to the balloon. However, when you are warped to the balloon, you kind of lose control of Spyro for like 3 seconds. So obviously the best thing you want to do is make sure to get over to that balloon squeeze can. You also get an extra 2 gem as well, right? On the way, because you get a 2 and a 1, and I think there's a 2 literally en route that you can get with that.
It may have looked like nothing, but I just skipped the cutscene before Buzz, and that's actually, I was proud of that. Sometimes the cutscenes in this game just become unskippable. So let's pray that we don't get lore percent today.
If we get lore percent, then Zic and I are gonna have to try and pull on a show of real-time dubbing, I suppose.
But this is Buzz. Buzz is
not the friendliest.
Buzz is my scariest boss of the game. This is terrifying. We're trying to mitigate his movement here by standing on the edge and jumping off the platform. That works almost all the time. Sometimes Sheila can like get in his path, and then it messes up his pathing, and he just like.
This is also
dunks you into
completely
the
different.
lava.
It's also completely different to how OG runners would approach Buzz, because on OG they've got this really interesting strat, which is if you don't look at Buzz, if you have Buzz off the camera, he just doesn't move. He will just constantly spin like right next to the edge and like kind of just spin the edge, and you can just charge him straight off into the lava. So obviously with us in SRT, we have to kind of be a bit more careful with this boss now. Actually becomes a challenge. That was a good boss though.
That was textbook Buzz. Let's
Yeah.
go. One of my big worries, gone. Molten Crater Thieves, bad. Buzz, good. We're balancing out here.
You're doing phenomenal. You're on gem count. You've got all the eggs you needed. That's the first homeworld done. And next up, it's Midday Gardens, where I say things get a little bit. They plateau a little bit. They don't. This next homeworld isn't.
chill.
Yeah, it's quite chill. It gets a little bit difficult. Like the challenge starts ramping up a little bit for Hub 3.
So there's a Bianca cutscene here. We're gonna glide right over it. Easy as that. Now we don't have to listen. Bianca tries to talk to you at the start of every hub world, and in 2 of them we're going to try and skip her. So that's our first one. It worked.
You can skip her in the first hub world as well, but it's high risk, low reward a little bit. It's like, you know, you can save time, but if you mess it up, you will lose a lot of time. So we just try not to do it for consistency's sake.
Yeah, I don't like it. Not a fan. Here we are, Enchanted Towers. I mean, it's a level.
It's a level.
I do miss the OG noises in this level that are just ear-shatteringly loud.
It's also got one of the best soundtracks because it's well, To be fair, the Sergeant Bird soundtrack is better. This is just like a remixed version of it for SRT.
Love the
But
remix.
we'll definitely hear some Sergeant Bird later.
Oh, we'll shout out some Sergeant Bird's bass later.
Yeah. So here are the rockets, which would have been extremely loud, but hopefully they're not that loud in this game. Thankfully, they're not that loud. But yeah, so Zig's going to be aiming for around about 740 gems before entering the skateboard. Also, at this moment, he'll be trying to get Sparks up to yellow. There's plenty of sheep in this level that are easy to obtain. So you want to make sure Sparks gets up to yellow before heading over to Icy Peak, where we'll be needing Sparks for a bit of damage boosting.
Do you guys like skateboarding? I think they should have put me next to the Tony Hawk games in the schedule.
Yeah. Just send us back to the noughties and the 90s, you know. giving us all the vibes.
But we have to go through a little tutorial here. So Iggy, if you want to do like 1 or 2 donations while I learn how to skateboard.
Certainly, we have $115 from some of the devs from Toys for Bob.
Yo.
That's the actual name. The comment reads, "It was a genuine pleasure bringing Spyro back for all of you to enjoy. Here's hoping 2021 is a much better year for everyone, and best of luck on the run, Zic3." Thanks, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. That's awesome.
Thanks.
All right. Oh, this is also something I'm worried about. No skateboard software, please. Awesome.
Yeah.
So we have to do after Caroline, we have to do a skating competition to beat Hunter in a skating competition. So check this strat out. I'm gonna do some tricks. Okay, I give up. Dang, we did it. That was tough.
You went absolutely through the roof with those tricks. All I would do is just do 5 quint backflips and that's it. But Zig's went overkill with Nasty Nork and 3 Twisted Lemons, which is that's near 6,000 points. Wow.
You only need like 3,000, I think.
He's a champ at skateboard. All you would need to get is I think 2,950 or 2,925, and then literally just give up. And
just give
Hunter's like, no, you're too good. Have the egg. You're too good.
I cannot compete with this.
You literally are like the Tony Hawk of, Spyro games. You just know.
Oh, do you think he'd be proud of us for that? Good old Tony Hawk.
I think he would.
So here we are in Icy Peak. Ironically, one of the least chill levels of Midday Gardens. There's some tight jumps and hovers we're going to be doing here.
And as you saw right at the beginning, Zic also just got a bit of a cannonless there, which basically that box you need to kind of put close to the wall and obviously let it explode, and it will explode the ice thing without having to go back and use the cannon. We should also mention we also freed Magnus Jr., quote unquote Mingus. Also one of our favorite
Mingus.
dragons. Yeah, one of our favorite dragons.
3. Might not make this. Oh wow, that was pretty sweet.
And speaking of the hovers,
jump.
Speaking of hovers and perfect hovers, this is what we call the Maynard jump coming up in a moment, where it's a very tight jump where you have to stand on the cannon, jump, glide forward, and then do a perfect hover, literally to land on the very edge of the collision, so you can free Maynard from there. Nice.
It was very close.
Very close, but you made it safe and sound there, Zic. Brilliant stuff.
We're taking Maynard home. Let's go.
And then next up, we've got another exploding box ice trick as well.
Before blow up on their own.
Yeah, get a few more gems here as well with that. Yeah. Nice and chill.
Remember when I said some thieves are really tough in this game and some are not? These guys skipped thief training class.
Mm-hmm. Especially that red one. He's not even a thief. He doesn't even run away from you.
He's not even trying. So that guy doesn't even know how to move, and then yellow homie here is just never learned how to turn around.
He's only on one set path, and he doesn't really like to turn around, so we can just go right behind him, flame him, get out of him, get out of Icy Peak. Enough of Icy Peak.
Out of there. I'm done with that level. It's a shame because in the original game, in the speedrun, you can just glide from the start of the level to the end of the level there. It's too much for us in Reignited. Oh, here's another cutscene. Let's pray, guys. Lore percent. Okay, we're good. We're good.
We should also mention as well that we on the Spyro speedrunning trilogy scene, we have we have 3 timing methods technically. The one you're seeing on GDQ right now is obviously what would be the real-time RTA timer. You also have the in-game timer, which is the time the Zic will hopefully show us at the very end of the game, which would be shown within the game itself, and the loadless timer, which is a timer that we have using on Live Split, which manually takes out all of the loads, yet also counts from real time. One thing I should mention about the Icy Peak cutscene is if you don't skip it, you lose like a lot of loadless time because the loadless flag is like the load flag is still there, or like no, it's not there, so you lose a lot. But anyway, Sergeant Bird time. I'll leave it for you, Zic, to have a way of the time flying is the little penguin dude.
Yes, this is Sergeant Bird. Sergeant Bird controls a little funky, like flying tank controls, and shout-outs to my good friend Randy Bobandy. I know this is his favorite song in the game. You can get a few sour pleases for Randy.
Yeah. Get all those dance emotes. I'm sure there's plenty on Twitch. Get all them dancing.
Gems were a little tough here. Can I get that ladybug? Not getting that. Oh, I don't even need it. Okay, we're good.
No. Yeah, you're fine.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
It's a nice few quick gems and eggs there, which is really good.
Yeah, we need to be getting these side characters because we need the side characters to do side areas in some of the other levels. So you want to be trying to get the side characters as quickly as possible so you can be getting those side character eggs when you come across them.
So basically we'll be needing Sergeant Bird to go back to Molten Crater, which is where we will be getting Luna, because Luna is just chilling on the side. We can just easily just pick up. Should also mention as well, Sergeant Bird is 700 gems. Zic is he's a little bit ahead, again, prepping up for the next gem barrier, which I believe is Bentley? Is it Bentley by this point, Zic? It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Which Bentley is 1,000 gems, so we have to make sure to collect plenty of gems at this point.
So, after we're gonna get to the end of the level here. When we rescue, not Michael. Michael, you're coming with us. When we get to Thelonious, our good friend here has a haiku for us. So we'll let him play out for a nice GDQ haiku.
You are brave, dragon, much braver than I by far. Here, take this darn egg.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Let's start seeing some haikus and chat in the donos. That'll be brilliant.
Absolutely. For Thelonious.
Just for Thelonious.
Alright, and then we'll go over here for Frank and let's get out of here. That's the only reason. Just come to Spooky Swamp, get the haiku, leave. Yeah.
Next.
So, right, we're doing this cool double egg strat now.
Yep, so next up with the double egg, what Zic will be doing is he'll be collecting Super Fire Power-Up, which is right next to Zoe up these stairs, flaming the pots. However, he's going to save the 4th pot right to the very end. He's basically going to aim it to shoot and basically explode at the exact same time he frees, I think it's Modesty? And then basically, while you freeze Modesty, Matt will also be collected literally as soon after. Really, really tight, really.
Boom. 2 eggs at once. It's beautiful. It's a nice little strat.
Yeah, it's a lovely little strat. Nice and quick. And then next up is Bamboo Terrace. Nothing really much other than more gems and platforming, other than the final thief. Do you think we'll probably have more times for donations here?
Yeah, I think it's perfect time for it. Because, yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of really tight platforming here, some really cool skips, but it's a pretty straightforward level. So if you have a donation or two, you can go for it.
Absolutely. We got $25 from Min Maxi. They say, gotta donate during Spyro. It's the series that inspired my love of video games. Found in a hotel room years ago and never looked back. Now I want to learn to speedrun all 3 games. Go Zic3, go. We've also got $5 from Lilith Blast. They say, good luck with the run. Hopefully the jank will be nice for you. Can't wait for the best egg. And we have $10 from Tony Hawk. He says simply, you made me proud. Thank you, Tony.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I missed this glide here. Oh, no. It's fine. So we're coming
nice.
here to the end of Bamboo Terrace. This is where the platforming really kind of ramps up in this level. And we're gonna be getting another thief. Another one of these poor souls that skipped thief training camp and didn't learn to turn around.
This is also a dragon egg name that will go down in history, I believe. Don't know about you lot. This is our good old friend, Pee-wee.
So after we get that one, we're going to, this is where we're going to do our little backtrack. Now that we have Sergeant Bird, we can do the Sergeant Bird thing in Molten Crater. So this kind of, there's multiple reasons we do this. One is this is a fast egg, and now that we have Sergeant Bird, it's a good time to do it. Number two, you remember how we did I did a little Bianca skip at the beginning of Midday Gardens. That cutscene's still there, and we don't want to have to jump over it again. So by going to Molten Crater and then warping back to Midday Gardens, it's gonna put us back at the start of the world, so we don't have to worry about skipping that cutscene again.
Not just that as well. You also save portal time, because if you were to exit a level, you basically waste a little bit of time coming out of the level, and obviously what the panda would do then is automatically talk to you and then bring you back to the beginning of the home world.
Right.
So obviously that's completely skipped. All Zic's done is completely sidetracked that and then gone all the way back to the beginning because the guidebook will allow us to.
Skipped another cutscene.
Nice.
No more lore yet. We have another one. We have one more to go through, so if you're looking for lore percent, make your sacrifices now.
Right, so here is Spike. Now, Spike is generally all right. What happened? Oh, no, no.
It's
So
okay, it's okay.
Phase 1 Spike is very RNG based, because sometimes Spike will destroy rocks, sometimes he'll shoot rocks, sometimes the rocks won't hit Spike, and sometimes the rocks are thrown on the other side of the map. And it's just like, why you do this game? But from then onwards, phase 2 onwards, which is where Zic is at to right now, is a piece of cake. It's, you just, collect some, you keep your eye on Sergeant Bird, you get a few missiles and power-ups, and you just fight Spike till he's gone.
Got a little squish there. It was weird, but okay. After the fight's over, I have to talk about this. It's so minor, but I'm gonna be doing a trick we call Early Whirly. I can't not talk about a trick called Early Whirly. So after Spike's finished, I'm gonna run here to the right, and I'm gonna, I messed it up a bit, I think. Did I? Yeah, I messed it up. But a little bit. I was close.
Basically,
You want to try and stay under the whirly gig.
Yeah, if Spyro basically stops on his way to the whirly gig, that's when you know you're kind of missing out on early whirly. You want to make sure that he's basically in one smooth movement into the whirly gig. You know, you got early whirly.
Early whirly.
Early
I
whirly.
just love the name.
It's the best name.
So here is a Bianca cutscene we can't skip. So let's enjoy our little bit of. She's just telling us to leave and never come back.
Listen to me.
Well, we'll get to
I'm
speak to
gonna
her
grab some
later
frogs.
before. We'll speak to her later before Sorceress anyway.
Here is another top tier dragon name.
Yeah, shout outs to our favorite
Doobie.
Hanna-Barbera. It's Stooby Dooby Doo. Where are you?
And then we're gonna go into a
However-
level that I am scared of. Oh,
So
my
yeah,
God, that's right.
Stooby's my favorite dragon egg. However, this next one is Zic's favorite dragon egg, folks. This is the infamous Noodles. Or should I say
God, I
famous?
love noodles. Best noodles that can we get in. All right, I said this the other day. How about no on Spyro 4 and let's get Noodles the Dragon as the sequel?
Yeah,
to Spyro.
Noodles the Dragon. That's the true Spyro Reignite trilogy sequel right there.
So we're gonna be coming up here to a skip. This skip worries me. Do you want to kind of talk about Sam's skip?
Right, so Sam Skip, also known as Bum Hop, which is a trick actually also consistent with the original game. is what you'll see Zic do is line up with the Rhinoc that will throw basically bombs towards him. And what you want to do is make sure that he moves around in a certain position when the bomb starts bouncing and explode like to the side of Spyro, knocking him up to the egg that's literally right behind him.
Absolutely amazing. I'm so happy I got that.
First try, awesome stuff.
I feel, it's such a weight off my back. I've been messing that up a lot in practice.
Basically, if he misses that trick specifically, the only two backups you have is to keep taking many more attempts by basically death abusing and coming back in, or to do that whole side minigame run round, which is like 20 to 30 seconds. So we try and skip all of that just by that one trick alone. It's that dependent on the run.
Yeah. So if you've played Spyro Year of the Dragon and you're aware of this game, I would put money down that this is probably your least favorite level of the game. Welcome to Lost Fleet, everybody.
This is Pirates of the Caribbean, right? This is what I think it is, right?
It's pretty close. I remember Crazy Ed from the movies, right?
Yeah, he was the one who lost his jar of dirt, right? He was the one that was played by Johnny Depp. Yeah, it's the same guy,
Sounds
right?
about right.
Yeah,
looks like him. But luckily we're not doing the skateboarding race. The skateboarding race is something special here.
Oh, yeah. If you're gonna go for running the completionist carry 117, then we wish you the best of luck, because you'll be amazing, because we don't dare go for that skateboard race. It's scary as.
This level's home to some beautiful dragons, some just really exotic, majestic dragon names like Craig and Chad.
And it's also home to a nice little mini game that you'll be heading up to as well in a very short moment, which is it's an interesting one, because again, it's another one of those mini games where sometimes it can go well, sometimes it's not in your favor, and well, again, we're all hoping Zic's gonna get it today, folks. Come on. He's going to get this subs. This is what we call subs.
Perfect.
Which is essentially the submarines. So what Zic is going to do is there is a set route on all of these submarines. He's going to line up in positions to shoot these submarines as early as he can. If he can get all 6 of them, that'll be the quickest he can go for. I'll stay quiet as I can for you, Zic. Just get a little bit of focus in here, because I know you can do it.
Ooh. Okay, we're on good cycle. Oh, it's looking good.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Oh,
what's nice is
why did my sub? All right, it's fine. I don't know why my sub unlocked on there.
That wasn't fair. That was not
fair at all. I'm counting that as a win.
Yeah, I'll count that as a win as well.
That was still a good subs. That was still really good.
Yeah. From what I remember, our other moderator, Randy Babandi, he can do this subs absolutely amazing from what I can see. He's like absolute top tier on it. So if you want to have a little if you want to have someone to ask for practice on subs, he's your guy. And here we are, it's whale time. It's Jank Whale.
He behaved. Oh, he looks good today.
He is looking.
I kind of wanted you to show off, buddy.
Yeah, basically this well can be a little bit interesting, because if you manage to enter in at a certain like time or position, you'll just start like jutting, like start like spinning, and then when you come out, he'll keep spinning, and basically Spyro like basically not leaves from the front, but leaves from like the side of him, like leaves from his armpit. Or something like that.
It's so good. I've heard tales that sometimes the whale will sometimes be spinning so much he can actually knock you out of bounds.
Oh, that's amazing.
When you come out of him if he's doing crazy stuff. But this is Charmed Ridge. If you played Spyro 2, I like to say this level is just like budget Zephyr. Zephyr, but worse. It's the same lore behind it.
Yeah, it's the exact same plot. It's like, we've got 2 characters that love each other, but all the characters around them don't want them to be together because, it's Romeo and Juliet all over again. Just instead, it's Eileen, Liz, and Azrael. I don't know, Prince Azrael, something another. But yeah, this level's got some very interesting platforming and obviously aiming, as you can see the Zic's doing. Did you manage to get both of them?
Oh, it was
no,
close.
Oh, you got it. Nice.
It was
Yeah,
so
basically
close.
Getting both of those cat wizards, because if you get that cat wizard early, obviously you've cleared that up for you a little bit later. And then you've got a little bit of the Jack and the Beanstalk minigame, which there's not really much here.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it's just, he's basically a Funko Pop figure, right? It's what he practically looks like.
Here.
But yeah, this is there's not really much to this other than doing little jumps over these mushrooms, and then there's a little skip towards the end. So I say then, Iggy, you probably can fit a few more donations in if you want.
Hey, fantastic. The call for haiku has been answered. We have $75 from Tristan Arsenault that says, haiku for Spyro Speedrun. Spyro the Dragon, faster to the end he goes, till Dragon Shores calls. Thank you so much. And then we have Rexy coming in with a $50 donation and a double haiku. Did you want haiku? Crash and Spyro going fast is making my night. Zic3 and Depcow, $25 for you both. Double, runner's choice. Thank you, everybody, for the creativity. I love it.
That's beautiful. Oh, I got a double head bash here. That's the end of the bean game. And we're just gonna finish up Charmed Ridge here. Pretty
Just hang on.
straightforward. So you saw that guy I shot with the fireball, he lowers this drawbridge, and I shot him before the bean game. When we come out, he stays dead, and the drawbridge lowers on its own, which is just a nice little skip we get to do there. Do not have to go around the like falling boulders section and flame him ourselves.
Should also mention as well, as you'll notice as well, throughout when we had gone and rescued Sergeant Bird, Zic has got 1,000 gems by this point. So you are sorted for Bentley. So this is
ready.
So basically, Bentley is our next gem requirement, which is 1,000 gems. After Bentley is another 1,000 gems, which would be for Crystal Island. However, when we get to Scorch, we've got to. We'll basically explain why we may or may not need those 1,000 gems, but we'll see when the time comes.
We'll save the surprise. Let's
Yeah, we'll
get
save
some
the
quick
surprise.
eggs here. I hope chat's on the ball here. We got 3 eggs in quick succession.
Got Stuart, you got Ted, and you got Hannah. Hannah's quite an interesting
Hannah
one because there's
Montana, let's go.
yeah, she's got a bit of jump to her, She's got a certain little jump to her.
I was.
it-
I got cheated. I
Oh.
got cheated. It's okay.
You got baited there. That was a shame.
It's okay.
It's a good
Get
little.
some-
There's a good little backup to that anyway. You still get
Quick
to it.
ladders and we'll get up there. So let's get our last side character. There's only 3 in this game, I promise. There are not 4 side characters. Don't know what the 4th one is. Oh my god. Okay.
Right.
This level has one of my favorite things in the game in it.
So,
I
folks,
love showing this off.
folks, what I heard from, I don't know if Toys for Bob had whispered this across the wind, but I hear there's something magical that will happen with the gongs if everyone in chat and if both Zic and I, and maybe Iggy as well, all say gong as soon as Zic gets Bentley to hit the snowball with the gong. I hear something absolutely magical happens. I hope you're ready for this.
Let's get a nice
Let's go.
gong.
Gong!
Oh, and there it is. Every cutscene in this level goes to a 4:3 aspect ratio.
It's stunning to say the least. But it's amazing because you know what? Spyro 3 in the original was made for 4:3. So you know what? That's a shout out to the OG games in my book.
Good callback.
So, it is. And folks,
If you missed it, you'll see it again here.
yep, it's another gong.
Another gong. Boom. And beautiful. Iggy, if you want to throw us like 1 or 2 donations while we finish up this level.
Yeah, absolutely. We have $50 from Little Big Ham. They say one of my favorite games as a kid, and the Reignited trilogy as my favorite games as an adult. Kick some sorcerer's butt. Donating to the Wanda Gamelon because we all need a reminder why Link doesn't have a voice. And speaking of which, we have reached 25%. We are over $40,000 out of $160,000 for Wanda Gamelon. Everybody, let's go. Let's make it happen. We also have $50 from Hypist Ivysaur. They say, original Spyro is one of my favorite nostalgia games, but I never played Spyro 3, so it's great to have the opportunity to see it. Thanks for Zic3 for increasing my love for this purple dragon. Well, thank you so much, and thank you everybody for donating towards that bonus game. Let's keep it moving, people.
Yes, thank you for the donations, guys. This is great. Feeling the love.
Oh my
So
word,
this
Zic.
next level, this is my favorite song. So whoever's on the like music for the intermissions for GDQ, I'm putting in my vote that I think we need frozen altars in that lineup.
Welcome.
Can I second that as well? Can I second that?
song-
This is
song is a
the
banger.
best. This is the best. Whenever runners are doing it, you know, you just have to crank that volume up, just play that a little bit more, just to hear it and just play. Nice and chill. Nice and chill.
I see what you did there.
Right, so what Zic is doing here, he's next up got like a little bit of a jump. This is, I think we should just call it Jasper jump, because you're basically doing a jump to Jasper, which you can do a wall glide too. There's two ways to approach it. However, if you do the wall glide, there's a little bit more of a risk. So this jump is sort of like the best way to go across doing it, where you just kind of get Spyro to tap his wing on the wall, and obviously you can get over that little bit of height, do the hover, and get to Jasper. And here we are. It's Bentley boxing time, folks.
Let's
You ready to
go.
get those gloves out?
Let's see if this guy's bringing his A game. Oh no. Oh wait. Oh.
Probably should
Sometimes
also.
this dude just rolls over, and sometimes he's starting to block. Sometimes you get like Mike Tyson up in here.
We should also mention Sparks likes to have front row seats to this match. He's like literally like zooming around.
But yeah, shout outs to Nos there for that jump to Jasper. I learned that from watching his runs. I was doing it some horrible way before, and then I watched his run and I was like, that looks awesome. I
It's
literally
not
picked that up
much.
last night.
It's not much, Zic. But you know,
Alright.
it's one of those strats from like olden days we need to re-bring back up, so it's all good. Right, so
We're warping back to Evening Lake here because it's just faster for movement. This will put us right next to the rocket ship, so we can just hop on over and leave instead of walking all the way back. And this will get us into, oh, well, we have a lore percent here. Everyone,
oh, we do.
let's pray. Let's pray. Can we skip the final cutscene? Let's find out. But this will be our final, not our final, but this will be the second to last boss of the run, and where we will be, I will try and do a really tough but really big skip here. Let's get this cutscene. All right, we're through. Easy as that.
No lore
I'm
percent
really
today,
happy.
folks. No lore percent today.
My
for you.
estimate was not really made to get cutscene glitch. It's very rare, but
Right.
it is a thing.
So Scorch is an interesting boss here. So basically, Bentley's going to throw two types of rockets. He's going to throw a red rocket and a green rocket. It's a 50-50 coin flip every time, obviously, he throws it. Ideally, during the fight, Zic will want to get the red rockets, because with the red rockets, you basically can have as many ammo as you can to basically stun lock Scorch. It's kind of
Right
ideal.
in it. It's perfect.
Yeah, you were right in there. So this is going to be just constant stun locks now. However, right at the very end of this Scorch fight, Zic is going to attempt a trick known as rocket storage. It is a very precise, a little bit RNG luck-based trick, where he will try and time Bentley to throw a rocket while also timing his ammo to shoot the final hit onto Scorch. So the rocket does not despawn during the black screen, and hoping that it's a green rocket. If it's a green rocket, he can take that rocket out of the boss all the way over to Crystal Islands to do one of the biggest sequence breaks in this entire run. I'm really hoping that you get it.
Ready? Bentley, I don't think he threw. He didn't throw me a rocket. He
no.
lagged. He does
Bentley,
that sometimes. He was
with
in
Bane
position. He just didn't throw a rocket.
We're Baming
Oh, well.
Bentley. Deary me.
That was
well,
that timing was good though. My timing was like spot on.
So basically,
It's just-
if he got that, he would take the rocket to Crystal Island. He'll shoot it to the thief that is past the 1K gem requirement bridge, and that basically will save the entire run, like I think a whole minute and a half to 2 minutes.
It's about a minute.
It's like that.
It's about it.
Yeah, it's
Last time I did it, it saved 1 minute and 5.
okay. But yeah,
It's still
that's a
pretty
lot for the run. That's a lot for the run. But because we're not doing it, we're just gonna stick to our normal route that includes the 1,000 gems. So the first level that Zic is gonna go for isn't Crystal Island. It's actually gonna be Haunted Tomb.
Which this 1,000 gem requirement, the biggest scam in Spyro.
Oh yeah,
1,000 gems for the ugliest bridge you will ever see. I can get a kangaroo and a war veteran penguin for the same price as a brick.
As a brick. You are also
Alright.
extreme. I would think by this point you're very comfortable on gems at this point as well. 422
comfortable
entering
gems.
Haunted Tombs, very comfortable.
All right, we're gonna do a really difficult jump here. Just kidding, it was easy. Wow.
First try, yo.
And then I
Wow.
failed the riddle.
No.
I did the hard platforming and I failed the riddle. It's okay, we're through.
So, what Zic has just done there is torch jump. Torch jump is a little bit of platforming that allows you to sequence break to, basically to the very end of the level. And basically once you get the egg, it opens up all the doors and you can just run through every single part, but when collecting all the eggs and gems at the same time. This level's a bit of an interesting one as well, because there's some quite good gems scattered around.
Lots of good gems.
Yeah, lots of good
You
gems.
just have to deal with the falling boulders, which is a pain.
Yeah.
While we do this tank game, I mean, this is also very straightforward. Shoot the tanks. We could probably get 1 or 2 more donations if we got them.
Hey, phenomenal. We have $5 from Bullets. They say Zic is one of the most friendly people in the speedrunning community, and I'm so happy to see him getting Spyro reignited in. So much stuff going on with the run, and he makes it look so easy. I'm sure you'll crush the run.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Bullets is like one of my oldest speed friends. Make sure to check out his slow drive run on, I believe it's Friday morning? I think it's Friday morning. Oh, I love you, friend. So, what do we, oh no, it's Dino Mines is the next level we're going to. Dino Mines is where I start to really correct my gems based on where I'm at. I really would ideally like to be around like 780 coming out of Dino Mines to feel really comfortable with where I'm at. So we're gonna kind of play Dino Mines by ear and see how many gems I actually need to get.
Again, Dynamites is an interesting one because I know the dinosaurs themselves hold 5s inside of them.
Yeah.
There's only like 1 or 2 that have about some 2s in them. And then near, I think it's Romy, there's like 2 5s out by him as well. I trust you'll be fine coming out of this, Zic. You're doing brilliant so
I've
far.
got lots of gems here. A really, ooh, that was a sick bonk. A funny little thing, if you want to pay attention in this level, there are the dinosaurs in this level with the Gatling guns. In the Reignited Trilogy, their bullets have been replaced by sausages. So I'll try and get up close. You can see these guys. You can kind of get a look there. His entire bullet reel has been changed to sausages.
They just want everyone to have hot dogs, you know. They just want everyone to get their hot dog.
They're looking out for all of us.
So yeah.
I usually like to be around 700 when I dive in the water, so I'm good. I'm golden. I've got more gems than I could ever ask for. I got gems to share. I got little extra gems for chat. Oh, I love this guy.
Oh yeah.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Jumpin' Jehoshaphat.
Oh man, this game
It's
is
one of the
great.
best. It's one of the best lines, especially for speedrunners' sake. We skip it so quick that he just says "jump." That's literally all he is able to say because we just absolutely spam the heck out of the dialogue.
You get lots of good nuggets of dialogue while speedrunning by cutting off their dialogue, like our good buddy in Spyro 2. My fields.
My field.
You're just getting me to do all the lines now.
So let's go over here, grab Billy. I'm gonna play it a little careful here. I do not like when they put vortexes off the side of the level.
That
Don't
whirlwind
like that.
also is the least trustiest whirlwind, because that whirlwind sometimes won't allow Spyro to interact with it, and Spyro just fall straight down. And it's like, no, why'd you do this, whirlwind? So this is the penultimate level, or technically the final platforming level. No, it is the penultimate platforming level, because you've got Crystal Islands afterwards as well.
Yeah.
And then you've got Sorceress, which is your final boss.
There's a solid snake right there. That's who that is, right?
You mean Tara Croft, right? Tara and Tara and Gus.
So we're gonna make our way through Desert Ruins. I'm gonna get the last of my gems here while we're here. Aw, that was a little unfortunate.
We've also got
Is it
another
kinda-
Sheila mini game here as well.
Yeah, it's okay, Spyro. I see you wanting to not have Sparks for the Sheila game. I see. Oh, I see you doing. That was. You know what? You know what? That was calculated because I wanted Sparks
Yep.
for this next section. Because I respawn right here. That was totally a calculated play.
Yeah,
Believe me.
Don't worry, folks. No, this guy's a top speedrunner for this. We can trust him. We can trust him. It's all good.
So this Sheila game's kind of annoying. It's so different from anything else because it's a little side scroller. Some of these cycles sometimes can get in your way, but it looks like I'm pretty good on cycles.
Yeah. You also get some a good amount of gems as well within this level, and sometimes those lizards can be good fodder. However, the one annoying thing though is sometimes they'll. So this section, you're basically locked into a 2D platforming, whereas even though those lizards for some reason have the only only know about 3D in this section. So sometimes they'll 2.5D you and walk laterally against you, so you actually can't have no way to hit it. Oh,
That was okay. Okay, we're fine. That's fine.
okay. That was close.
That was
Worried me
that
there,
was
Zic.
Calculated?
Calculated? Question mark.
Oh, that
It's all
Sheila, the game looks a lot harder than it is to go fast
Yeah.
in. It looks
And
like you're just going right and jumping, but it's like, oh,
You
jump
also
sometimes miss, you fall. It's tough.
We also so this is the reason as well why we've also saved Crystal Island to last. So you see the Zic is 8 gems away from the final 1,000. You do what you do for your final route, because those 8 gems are easy peasy to get. You're in the final homeworld. If you can't get a 5 or a load of 10s, you can get it. Oh,
Thief
Come
kind
on,
of got away
Thief.
from me there, but it's okay. I thought I had that. But yeah, this final level, Crystal Islands, you'd think we're coming to the end, so things are starting to cool down. No, Crystal Islands, this will test you. We have some tough final eggs here in this level that
because there's a little bit of platforming. Shall we try and see if we can squeeze in another 2 donations? Do you think?
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
I have just the 2. We have $25 from Fire saying you could totally feel the love the devs put into the Spyro remake. Such a great game and so much fun to see it fly by so quickly. Thank you. And we also have $50 from Kung Fu Fruit Cup. She asks, what's the scariest room in Spyro? Asking for a friend.
Scariest room.
Beautiful.
That is a question.
Here's our 1,000 gem brick. You get a bridge in Spyro 2 that's like a living dragon thing, and it costs 200 gems.
But
I
at
don't know
least
what
we can skip it.
Moneybags' system here is, but I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, nor am I.
So we're gonna do a little skip here. So we don't do the whole slide sequence. Sorry if you like the slide sequence.
He does one of the cutest animations in his games, that slide animation.
It is pretty adorable.
He's not going for LOEs. There's a really cheeky little trick sometimes we try and do, which is to try and jump out of the minigame while also freeing LOEs. We're trying to see if that collects the egg, but there's too many fail attempts for that. So we're just gonna try and decide not to bring that up. And this is Quick Thief. Oh no! Oh, when you fell through!
I thought
you fell! You fell through!
I thought I wasn't dying.
Right, so folks, what Zic has just done there is casually fell through the death plane of the level, and then fell to the bottom of it, which I think was quite interesting.
That just
only
blew
around
my
that
mind.
section.
There
So he's
we
gonna
go.
go
That's
for it
how
again?
it's supposed to look.
Yeah, so that's Quick Thief for the crystalline section. There are backup ways of doing that, but that's obviously our best way of going around doing it. It's nice and fast. And then we can fly over, get Grace and get Maney, and that would be the 100th egg.
Right here.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's bail out of here and let's go collect our prize of janky, weird boss fight.
Let's
Yay.
toast the sorceress. let's prove to her that this game is just, you know, out of the three, it is just stunning.
So the sorceress fight is going to go into 3 phases. We'll have a phase where we have to attack her using the turrets that spawn. And after we've done 2 damage with that, we're going to have to use the tanks that spawn and get 3 damage with that. And then we have to do the UFOs to finish the rest of the fight.
What would you say, Zic?
Hmm?
What would you say is your favorite phase of this fight?
If I could do the whole fight with tanks, this would be an amazing fight.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The tanks
yeah.
are just so good. The UFOs are horrendous.
And the cannons sometimes can be alright, but if she starts running towards you to get on the cannon, she will actually run through the cannon and like whack you while you're on the cannon, which is like
She just doesn't care.
Yeah. She's more magical than we thought. She's got like phasing through cannon spells that she's using against us as well.
I played it a little safe there because I didn't want. Sometimes if the turret spawns, but she's starting an attack, I don't want to get hit while I'm on the turret, so I'll bait the attack before getting on it. It's better than losing your turret, because then you have to wait for Agent 9 to shoot one down. By the way, Agent 9's here, even though we left him to die in Moneybag's clutches.
He just somehow escapes. You just enter and
I'm
he goes,
proud of him.
woohoo! You just enter and he goes, woohoo! And we're like, who are you, monkey? We've not met you before.
I've never seen this man in my life. Back. Dude, this one, the tank is great.
It's amazing.
Easy
this
3
strat
hits. You
is
can just
amazing.
kind of cycle her.
Yeah. Right, so this is the very last bit of the run, practically.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Time is going to be right on the final hit of the sorcerers. Good. I'm using the D-pad here because you really only need to go in one direction here. You can move the UFO up and down. It really does not help you. It only hurts you.
This is why
Oh, I thought
having
it was-
tank would be ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And time. There it is.
GG,
Oh.
Zic. That was amazing, dude.
What was
Awesome
my
stuff.
what was my RTA? I'm curious. Did I make it?
We're still waiting for the stream to catch up. And 102.53, Zic.
Whew, I made it under the estimate. I'm so
Yeah.
happy.
Brilliant.
Oh,
Well done, mate.
feels good. Thank you very much. All right, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys for hanging out for this. I loved all the hype I was seeing in chat, all the beautiful people throwing donations. I love you guys so much. And yeah, make sure you stick around for the rest of the PlayStation vlog. Deb's gonna kill it with Crash and then the Ratchet race. I'm so excited for the Ratchet and Clank race. Dill and Zem are 2 just incredible runners. So yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you so much, Zic3, for that incredible Spyro 3 run. Had just the right amount of jank, just the right amount. Absolutely perfect. And I'm not going to be sleeping on NOS commentary. Very comfy, very fun, very informative. Lots of great stuff. I got a couple more donations from Zic's community. We have Shield Servant with $50. They say, I hope this gets read in time. Zic, good luck on your run, and thank you for making such a wonderful and interactive community. Less than 3. Also friendly on Final Fantasy 14. Thank you so much. And we have $100 from 8-Bit Theologian. They say, hey, Zic, from your most questionable mod, congratulations on making it to the GDQ stage once again. You always pour your heart and soul into every run you do. It's a privilege to know you and to be part of the amazing community you've built. You all have helped me get through some very dark days. I know I speak for all of us when I say we're cheering you on. And remember to spot your potential, while all of us in the audience spot your success. Money goes to Wand of Gamelon. Thank you so much. And just to refresh everybody about that, we are over 25% of the way, 41,281. We are doing a fantastic push on that, and let's keep that going, everybody. Thank you. We have got $100 from the Knight of Nee. Says, had to donate during one of my absolute favorite childhood games. My other favorite childhood game is up next. Best back-to-back ever. Yes, indeed. Crash 1 is up next, run by the legendary Depp. But before that, everybody, I think Twitch wants to have some words with you. So I'm going to send you over to them. But do not worry, AGDQ 2021 will be right back. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick 2021 online, powered by Twitch. Coming up next for y'all is a run of one of the true PlayStation classics, Crash Bandicoot. Depp Cow is going to be running the 90% of Crash 1 from the Insane Trilogy. Let me tell you, from his practice runs, he has shown up. He is here to put on a great show for you, and it is coming up in just a little bit. We have a donation here of $50 from Artemis Reigns. Says, you're the best. There's no contest. AGDQ 2021. Tons of fun. Thank you so much for that rhyming double couplet. That was very sweet. Thank you. And now it's time to illuminate the prizes up for this block. as we giddily traipse on over to Scent. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Iggy. As mentioned, hello everyone and welcome back to Awesome Games Done Quick Online 2021. My name is Scent and it is my job to pop up throughout the marathon and let you all know about some of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating. Now, again, just as a reminder, you don't have to do anything special in order to be eligible to win the prizes. All you have to do is donate at least the minimum required amount while they're available. So all the prizes that I'm about to talk about right now are going to be available until the end of what I'm calling Style Block a little bit later tonight on. But as far as the schedule is concerned, that's Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Why am I calling it Style Block? Well, because it's right up there with the DMC3, and those two games belong in Style Block. And if you're going, I'm not really sure Yoshi's Island belongs in a block you're calling Style Block, Sen, then you've never seen a Yoshi's Island run, and you need to make sure not to miss either of them or any of the rest of this great PlayStation Classics block. Let's talk about some of the prizes you could win by donating during those, though. So first off, from Boat of Bees, and shout outs to Boat of Bees, that's an amazing username. We have a super cool Devil May Cry Virgil-inspired SSS pin. The DMC run we're going to be seeing a little bit later is a Virgil run. Virgil is probably the most stylish character ever. Don't miss that run. And don't miss this pin, because it's only a $5 minimum donation from now until the end of Yoshi's Island. Make sure to get those donations in. Now, from our good friend Puzzle P, we have this absolutely beautiful painting here. Puzzle P is calling it the Doodles of Invincibility painting. We, of course, have the traditional Mario star in the center, surrounded by a number of lovely doodles that make different patterns and words and shapes, like invincibility written across the bottom. Probably a little bit hard to see at this distance, but you can see a much better picture of it if you head over to gamesdonequick.com and check out the prizes. It's a $10 minimum donation from now until the end of Yoshi's Island. And thank you so much, Puzzle P, for sending that out to us. We have so many amazing prizes. From Myri Lindsay, we have another beautiful hand-stamped artist's sketchbook, this one featuring a Spyro theme. It's a $15 minimum donation, and thank you so much for sending that out to us. From Rachel Akers, we have an absolutely beautiful Aku Aku tumbler featuring, the famed mask itself on the front of a fully functional, I believe, 12-ounce cup that, you can use to drink whatever you like to drink on the way to your office in the morning. Personally, I'm a tea man myself. But you do you. That is also a $15 minimum donation, and it's available from now until the end of Yoshi's Island. From Chu, who is just absolutely one of my favorite artists, I believe has had the opportunity to work on some of the Yeti event shirts in the past. We have this lovely Yoshi's Island poster, and while unfortunately I don't have it here to show, I have a beautiful picture. So why don't we just take a look here to my right. The poster is just jam-packed full of Yoshi's Island imagery. It's meticulously done. It is beautiful. It's a $15 minimum donation, and thank you so much, Chu, for sending it out to us. It's, of course, as you can see in the bottom, also signed and dated for AGDQ 2021. All right. We have so many more great prizes. Seriously, I can't go over all of them. They're just too many great ones. Here on the arm of my chair, we have this absolutely beautiful Minecraft throw blanket from Plamato. Thank you so much, Plamato, for sending it to us. It's a hand-tied blanket featuring a Minecraft print fabric on one side, as well as a soft brown fabric on the other. It's massive. It's like 6 feet by 8 feet. I have it folded at least twice right now, and it can cover the entire screen. It's actually really soft and warm too. I am very comfortable under this blanket. I'm just going to leave this here for the rest of the segment. I'm fine with that. Thank you so much, Plamato, for sending that out to us. It is magnificent, and it's a $20 minimum donation from now until the end of Yoshi's Island. Make sure to get those donations in. Now, we have something really special here from Eric McLaughlin. We have Aaron McLaughlin. I do apologize. We have this beautiful cross-stitch of Link. We've got a young Link jumping with the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield here, and it's a little bit hard to read at this distance, but the cross-stitch isn't actually of Link. It is of the words, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this," stitched into the shape of Link's body. It is super cool. It's so cool that Iggy broke his mic mute to comment on on how cool it was. I can't blame you, Iggy. It really is that cool. It's a $25 minimum donation from now until the end of Yoshi's Island, 100%. Make sure to get those donations in. Make sure to head over to the tracker. I think we have a picture that shows off the lettering on it a little bit better. It is fantastic. Thank you so much, Aaron, for sending it out to us. Now, from a very generous anonymous donor, we actually have something really cool as well. It is a Lego Nintendo NES Entertainment Kit. That entire kit you can see to my right there. That is all Legos. You get the NES made out of Legos. You get a controller that you can make out of Legos. You get a CRT TV that's playing SMB1 that you can make out of Legos. Super cool kit. It's going to be a $50 minimum donation from now until the end of Yoshi's Island. So make sure to get those donations in. That is an incredibly generous donation. I believe it retails actually for somewhere in the realm of $250 or so. So thank you so much to the anonymous donor who sent that in. We really do appreciate it. Also for a $50 minimum donation between now and the end of Skyward Sword later tonight, we have a one-of-a-kind event banner from LOK. It's a 6-foot-long banner, so about as long as this blanket. And you can see a great picture of it over on GamesDoneQuick.com. You can actually see a great picture of it over on our social media. LOK designs a couple of banners every event. We put them up on social media. We print out one of each of them, send them to some prize winners, and that's it. So it is a 100% unique piece of GDQ memorabilia, and it could be yours for a $50 donation between now and the end of Yoshi's Island tonight. Now, of course, I can't talk about prizes without also talking about our grand prizes, and we have some amazing options for grand prizes this event. We actually have two. Both of them are a $250 minimum donation, but that is cumulative throughout the entire event. So if you get $50 in right now, you're going to be entered into everything I just talked about, and you're going to be 1/5 of the way into getting yourself an entry into both of these amazing grand prizes. So first off, to my left here, we have this absolutely amazing gaming PC sent to us by Red Wolf Networks. You can head over to GamesDoneQuick.com, check out the prizes. It's got the full specs of the PC, but the important things to note are, of course, that it has an RTX 3070 graphics card. It's got 32 gigs of RAM, and it has an internal 250 gig NAND SSD. So it's plenty good for anything you want to play. Super amazing build. Thank you so much to Red Wolf Networks for putting that together and sending it out to us. And then also from our good friends over at Heroic Replicas, we have the opportunity for you to customize one of their replicas. We have a long list of different replicas you can choose from, including replicas like the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, an Electric Zora guitar or bass, the Buster Sword from Final Fantasy VII, Ragnell, Ike's Blade from Fire Emblem, the Chris Sword from the Legend of Zelda animated cartoon. Yes, the Legend of Zelda animated cartoon that you're thinking of with the really high-pitched voiced Link. Any of those are available and more, and they all have great customization options. You can, again, head over to GamesDoneQuick.com, check out the prizes. You're going to see a full list of all the options you can pick from, as well as a full gallery of different options in their base forms, as well as how people have customized them. The winner from AGDQ 2020, I believe, won the electric guitar and painted it bone white, which there's a picture of. It looks super cool. Anyway, that's going to just about do it for me. As always, if you are ever curious about anything about the marathon, you can head over to GamesDoneQuick.com. All the information you need is there. You're going to be able to find out about all of the upcoming speedruns, like all the runs we have left in this amazing PlayStation Classic block, in what I'm calling Style block a little bit later, and as we transition into the much-awaited Awful block later tonight. You're going to find out about all of the amazing incentives that you can put your donations towards. Incentives like the opening run of Awful block, the Philips CDI Zelda game, Zelda and the Wand of Gamelon, which, oh boy, if you are not familiar by just the name, you are in for a treat and you want to see that speedrun. And of course, all of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating. That's going to do it for me. And wait, real quick, hey, Cerberus, are you the one who's moving the doll around? Because I just realized he should be somewhere here. Yeah, you're probably fine. Good boy. Ow! Ah, that's the head that bites. I keep forgetting. Iggy, why don't we send it back to you? Ah.
Thank you, Sent, for that really awesome prize segment. And yeah, that cross stitch looks just so good. Cannot wait to put it in $25 donation once I'm done with my hosting shift, and I'm going to be putting it towards the Wand of Gamelon, currently at $43,026. If anybody wants to make it difficult for me to try to win it, you want to send in your $25 donations for that and also put that towards Wand of Gamelon, I would not mind at all. Hey, we've got $25 from Uzi saying, happy birthday to my buddy Bonner. Enjoy Spyro and Crash on your special day. Yes, indeed. Hey, happy birthday to you. I'm so jealous of people who have birthdays when GDQ time rolls around. That's a great gift. I got to say, thank you so much. We have $25 from Ham, please, saying, hello, iggyzig. Well, hello, Ham, please. That was pretty good. And we got $25 from my favorite host, Cartridge Blowers. He says, it's me, it's Car TB. Got to donate during this visit to the PlayStation Nation to hopefully unlock that trip to Gamelon. Oh, and I have a quick question for you, iggyzig. What is a bandicoot? Well, I'm glad you asked, young man. Bandicoots are a group of more than 20 species of small to medium-sized terrestrial marsupial omnivores in the order of Paramelomorphia. They're endemic to the Australian New Guinea region, including the Bismarck Archipelago and... Oh, you probably wanted to know about Crash Bandicoot, didn't you? Well, we do have the authority right here with me, and we're ready to go. So everybody give some hype to Depcow and his 80% run of Crash